Hello, my beautiful friend. Welcome back to another episode here on Challenge Your Norm podcast. My name is Prunella Stryker, and today I'm excited to chat with you about how to make better decisions. I came up with like a 3-word process that you can use and really embody into your everyday life to make this decision-making process easier, because really decisions become habits. And habits are like 95% of our entire life, right? So if we can make really good decisions, then we are going to create the life that we deep down want to live. And so I thought that this 3-step word process maybe could be as useful to you as it is to me. Hi, my name is Prunella, and this is my Challenge Your Norm podcast. I'm absolutely obsessed with anything related to personal development. And well, to grow, we got to challenge our norm. And so on this podcast, we chat about life and how we can challenge our normal way of living it to make it greater than we could have ever imagined. Just one little belief, habit, bold move, and perspective at a time. The first phrase that I want for us all to incorporate into our brain is just reflect. A lot of us have a tendency to make very quick decisions when it comes to big purchases, big life decisions, because we get excited about something in the moment and then later we realize, oh, shoot, maybe this is not what I should have done because I don't actually use this $1,000 purse that I just bought, or I didn't actually have the money to purchase it, or I didn't actually really want to commit to this 6-month course journey, or I didn't want to actually commit to going on this holiday with these friends that I don't feel maybe I'm resonating with very much at this time in my life. Whatever it is, this big decision that gets brought up to you, that you see, that feels very glamorous, glitterous, very exciting in the moment. I think something that can be really useful for us all is to set a deadline. Okay, from now on, I get a chance to purchase something that I in the moment feel is going to be completely life-changing and really bring me so much value, and it's just going to help me live my best life. I can have it, I can purchase it, I can do it, but I need for 3 days to pass by before I make the final decision. Because what often happens throughout those 3 days is that we actually get a chance to reflect on whether or not this is as life-changing, as exciting, as valuable to ourselves, our life, as we think it is in that instant moment when we get a chance to say yes, to agree, to do the thing. So for anyone who feels like they tend to make decisions a little bit too quickly and then later realize that, oh, that may have not been the right call. Like I get a little bit excited when I get a chance to do something new. And then later I realize that I shouldn't have taken on this one more thing. I shouldn't have made this one more purchase. I shouldn't have agreed to do this one more thing for this friend that I always tend to say yes and agree to do things for. That you make this rule for yourself that 3 days have to pass before you can make the final decision. And you can even communicate that if there are other people involved. Say, I've actually started making this new rule for myself that right now in this moment, I'm feeling like I would love to do this thing with you. I would love to whatever it is that you're agreeing to, but I just made this rule for myself that 3 days need to pass by for me to reflect, and then I can make this final decision. I feel like if we make that a rule for ourselves, if we do have a history of making decisions that aren't always aligned with the things that we deep down want, giving us those 3 days will help us actually connect with whether or not it is aligned with who we want to be, where we want to go, what we want to do, and if that is the thing that we want to prioritize in this very moment. Because oftentimes when we say yes to one thing, we have to let go of something else, right? There's only space for so much in our life, and so really reflecting on that. So that is number one, just reflect. It may or may not be useful for you, but this next one I think is going to be useful for all of us. Like, I think that this next one that I call just jump, like we all need that because we're humans. Our brains are lazy. Mine for sure is. And we feel like procrastinating a lot of the things that are a little challenging, a little outside of our comfort zone. Like our brains are structured in a way that they want to save as much energy as possible, right? And so This just jump phrase will help us take action right away. I guess it's similar to the 5-second rule where it's like you just go up and do it right away before your brain can start making all these excuses as to why you don't need to do the thing. This phrase, if we can just imprint that into our brain, just jump, just jump, just jump. Whenever we get a chance to do something that's outside of our comfort zone, that we tell ourselves, just jump. Whenever we get the instinct, oh, I should go work out right now, just jump. When we get the instinct to finish that work task that we have been procrastinating, just jump. Do the dishes, just jump. Clean the house, laundry, just jump. Do the thing that you don't feel like doing and do it right away. Just jump. I think if we can just jump, like really imprint that into our brains, we know that that thing is going to be good for us. Just jump. If that becomes a habit, if that becomes like our daily slogan for ourselves, like I think our life is going to transform completely. It has for me whenever I really try to embody this and I remind myself of just jumping whenever I have this feeling to do something, just jump. And it gets me outside of my comfort zone. It gets me to chat with people that normally maybe I wouldn't get connected to, like just go up to that girl that you've been looking at the gym. Okay, maybe not at the gym. The gym isn't typically the place you should go up to people. But like whenever you see someone out at the grocery store, whatever, just talk to that person. Just say, hey, or ask them a question. Actually, a friend yesterday gave me some very good advice when it comes to like connecting with people. He said that either you give them a very genuine compliment, like it has to be genuine. Otherwise, like people are great, are very smart, right? So they can feel if it's not, but either like a compliment that feels genuine or ask them about something that, they're doing. That's a great way to start a new little conversation. And we never know what one single conversation can lead to, right? I mean, all friendship starts that way. All love relationship starts that way. And so, yeah, just jump, just jump, just jump. So we got just reflect on the things that, when it's bigger decision. And then we got the just jump, which is number 2. Number 3 is just pause. And just pause, I personally like to incorporate when it comes to pleasure things that maybe I know aren't fully aligned when it comes to, let's say you decided to eat healthy this week, but you haven't really made clear on what that looks like for you. So it's 8 p.m. and you feel like grabbing maybe a second cookie. You'd already had one cookie, you want to grab a second cookie. This just pause phrase comes in when you're in the midst of that. And it looks like this for me. You can make it your own version. But for me, it looks like, let me just wait 5 minutes, just pause for 5 minutes. And if in 5 minutes, I still feel like, oh yeah, I really want it, okay, then I can do it. But it's kind of similar to this first one that was just reflect, but it's just a little bit shorter because it's not these like massive life decisions. It's more like these daily decisions that come to be our daily habits, really. It could be that you wanted to drink less alcohol this week and you feel like having a drink. You said it was okay to do sometimes, but maybe once you have the urge to grab that drink, that glass of wine, just wait 5 minutes and see if after the 5 minutes, if it's still as important to you. You could even like make a cup of tea. That could be either when it comes to the brownie or the glass of wine. But these like 5 minutes of pausing, I think will help us long-term, short-term make better decisions when it comes to these like pleasurous things. It could also be that you've said that you wanted to go to bed early tonight and you've watched an episode on Netflix and then how it automatically goes into the next episode, and maybe you just pause there, you wait 5 minutes and see, do I actually need to watch it? Maybe you go out, you brush your teeth, or should you maybe go to bed, just lay there and reflect on the day, write a little gratitude list, like what would actually be better. And I think that those 5 minutes are really crucial to making the right decision because it helps us reconnect with ourselves rather than strive for the dopamine, really, which is what a lot of these things are. Or maybe for some of us, it's coping mechanisms. And those 5 minutes will give us some time to reflect whether or not we're trying to cope, we're trying to reach for something better, or if we can connect with ourselves instead. And I just think that if we can say these, just reflect, just jump, just pause, if we can make that a part of our daily habit brain thoughts, then it really can help us make better decisions, long term, short term, which these better decisions, better habits, better life. So I don't know if they could be useful for you, but I just wanted to share them because it's something I've been using on and off in my own life, and they have really helped me. And I want to feel good always. I want to grow always. That's why this podcast is called Challenge Your Norm. And I know that you listening, you're the same way. So hopefully this little reminder, these 3 little phases, just reflect, just jump, and just pause, could be useful for you. If you found this useful and you want to share it with a friend that you feel would also find it useful, I would just feel so grateful for that. And I'm also just so grateful for you even just being here listening to me ramble on about my little ideas that come to my mind here in the morning as I am recording these podcasts. I hope you go out there today and have a beautiful day. And remember that in order for you to grow, you have to challenge your norm. Mwah! Bye.